Chosen ones, have you ever felt that something greater is trying to speak to you through the chaos? The wildfires in Los Angeles are not just a natural disaster. They are a spiritual reflection, a sign that something must change. If you're watching this video, believe me, this is no coincidence. There is a powerful and transformative message waiting for you, one that has the potential to completely shift the way you view the challenges in your life. Before we begin, do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment the number 11. This will send a strong spiritual vibration into the universe and strengthen your connection to this message. But remember, only those ready for transformation will stay until the end. Let's uncover together what these flames are here to teach us. Did you know that fire holds a meaning far beyond destruction? The wildfires in Los Angeles have devastated entire communities, but for those seeking spiritual awakening, they carry a profound lesson. Fire isn't just a force that consumes. It's a symbol of transformation, rebirth, and purification. Have you ever wondered why certain challenges arise in your life, seemingly consuming everything you've built? Perhaps, like these wildfires, those challenges are clearing the way for something new. In this video, we'll explore how the chosen face chaos with courage and purpose. We'll discuss how to overcome fear, reframe crises, and use the universe's signs to transform your life. If you feel like you're stuck in a cycle of difficulties or that your life is in ashes, this is your moment to awaken. Because, chosen one, the greatest changes arise when everything seems lost. Today you'll discover how fire, both internal and external, can be the catalyst for your rebirth. Fire, at first glance, seems to be nothing more than destruction. It consumes, reduces everything to ashes, and leaves an apparent void. But for the chosen, fire is much more than that. It is a symbol of purification and rebirth. Think about your life. How many times has something that seemed like the end actually made space for a new beginning? Just as the wildfires in Los Angeles leave the soil fertile for nature to regenerate, life's challenges leave lessons and opportunities that shape us spiritually. This transformation is rarely comfortable. Fire burns, it hurts, but it's through this pain that we find growth. Imagine someone who lost their job and, instead of sinking into despair, used that situation to start their own business, one aligned with their values and purpose. That's exactly what the chosen do. They see difficulties as opportunities for rebirth. They don't just accept the fire, they learn to walk through it. And you? Have you ever asked yourself what needs to be transformed in your life? Perhaps it's the fear of taking risks, a limiting belief, or even a routine that's holding you back. The key lies in allowing the fire to consume what no longer serves you. Practices like reflecting on your choices, writing down your goals, or finding moments of silence can be the starting point for this transformation. The first step is recognizing that ashes are not the end, but the beginning. There's something powerful about the ashes left by fire. They carry nutrients that allow the soil to flourish again. Similarly, painful experiences nourish us with wisdom and resilience. Chosen one, what's stopping you from using the ashes of your past as the foundation to build something new? Life is calling you to see beyond the destruction. But this transformation doesn't happen on its own. It requires courage, faith, and the willingness to face chaos head-on. And it's precisely in these moments that the chosen are called to step into their role in the world. Because, in the midst of chaos, light always finds a way to shine even brighter. In moments of crisis, the world seems to descend into chaos. The wildfires in Los Angeles are a clear example of this. Destruction, fear, and uncertainty filling the air. But the chosen understand that these moments don't happen by chance. They are invitations from the universe to act, to lead, and to bring light where there is darkness. When everything seems lost, the chosen become beacons, guiding others with compassion and purpose. The leadership of the chosen isn't found in grand heroic gestures, but in small acts of humanity that create ripples of impact. Think of someone organizing donations for disaster victims or offering emotional support to someone who has lost everything. These simple gestures are seeds of hope that spread far and wide. As a chosen one, ask yourself, what can I do today to be a source of light for someone? Perhaps it's listening, praying, or sharing your own story of overcoming hardship. In times of crisis, the role of the chosen is also one of unity. The flames of chaos can divide, but they also have the power to bring together those who share the same purpose. The chosen know that true strength comes from community. Consider acts of communal service, supporting a struggling neighbor, organizing meditation groups, or simply being present for others. These actions are reflections of divine love in motion. Spiritual practice is the foundation for fulfilling this role. To face external storms, you must first be anchored within. Chosen one, take moments each day to connect with God, meditate, or write about your emotions. When you find peace amidst the chaos, that peace overflows and impacts everyone around you. This is the essence of being a beacon of light. But it's not always easy to act when fear and uncertainty are present. It's precisely at this point that the chosen must confront their fears and discover a courage they never knew they had. Because deep down, it is in overcoming fear that true transformation begins. Fear is a powerful force. It emerges like a shadow, obscuring clarity and paralyzing our actions. It's like the smoke from the wildfires in Los Angeles, thick and suffocating, making it hard to see what lies ahead. But the chosen understand that fear is not an enemy, it is a teacher. Behind fear, there is always a lesson waiting to be learned and an inner strength ready to be awakened. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to act in spite of it. Think of someone who, despite being afraid of failure, starts a new project or confronts a difficult moment in their personal life. This is how the chosen deal with fear. They trust the divine plan and move forward. When uncertainty arises, try asking yourself, what can I learn from this? What strength within me is being called to awaken? Spiritual practices can be invaluable tools for navigating fear. Prayer, for example, is a direct conversation with God, where you can lay down your worries and seek clarity. Another powerful practice is mindful breathing. Take a deep breath, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale slowly, imagining the fear dissipating like smoke. These small actions help calm the mind and create space for courage to emerge. Fear is also an invitation to transformation. It shows us where we are limiting ourselves and challenges us to grow. Imagine someone who has always avoided public speaking out of fear of judgment, only to find their voice and inspire others when they overcome that fear. Chosen one, what have you been avoiding because of fear? Perhaps now is the time to face that barrier and discover your true strength. Behind every fear faced lies a rebirth. It's a process of discovery, strength, and purpose. But what about when the external world reflects our internal fears? When challenges seem to manifest not just within us but all around us? That is when true introspection begins. The wildfires in Los Angeles remind us of something profound. The external world often reflects the internal state. Just as fire consumes everything around it, our inner conflicts can devour our peace and balance. The chosen understand that to transform what's outside, we must first face what's inside. After all, how can we extinguish a fire out there if we haven't dealt with the flames burning within us? This idea can feel challenging, but it's also liberating. When something in your life feels chaotic, ask yourself, what within me is calling for attention? Perhaps it's a buried resentment, an old fear, or the need to forgive yourself. Identifying these inner fires is the first step to extinguishing them and rediscovering balance. To help, try journaling. Write down your feelings as if you were talking to a friend. Often, the simple act of putting emotions on paper is transformative. Nature teaches us about cycles. After a wildfire, the soil that seemed destroyed is, in fact, richer and better prepared for new growth. Similarly, our moments of internal chaos can be fertile ground for meaningful change. Think about something in your life that feels out of control. It could be a draining relationship, a job that no longer fulfills you, or habits that sap your energy. Allowing yourself to change these areas is like planting new seeds in the soil of your soul. Reconnecting with your essence is crucial. Practices like meditation, mindful breathing, or spending time in nature can help bring clarity. Chosen one, when was the last time you disconnected from the external noise to listen to your own voice? Take a moment each day to ask yourself, how am I really feeling? And listen to the answers without judgment. When we understand that external chaos is a reflection of our internal state, we gain a new perspective. It's not just about extinguishing the fire but learning from it. And it's this lesson that prepares us for rebirth. Because when the ashes finally settle, it becomes possible to build something extraordinary. There is something magical about the ashes left by fire. They are not merely remnants of destruction. They are the foundation where new growth begins to flourish. Just as the wildfires in Los Angeles make way for a stronger, more resilient nature, the challenges we face serve a similar purpose: to transform us. For the chosen, difficulties are not punishments but invitations to spiritual and emotional rebirth. Think of a moment when you lost something important, a job, a relationship, or even an opportunity. At first, it felt like the end, but over time, you realized that end was the beginning of something greater. This is the essence of transformation. The chosen see challenges as stepping stones. Every fall is an opportunity to rise higher, every failure a lesson to build something stronger. Chosen one, what in your life seems to have ended but is actually waiting to be reborn? This rebirth doesn't happen by chance, it's a choice. You must decide to let go of the ashes of the past and plant new seeds. Think of someone who faced a great loss and instead of succumbing to despair, used that pain to help others. Perhaps by starting an organization, writing a book, or simply being a light for those in need. These acts show that even the darkest ashes can give rise to something beautiful. Ashes also serve a practical purpose. They enrich the soil, making it more fertile for future growth. Similarly, difficulties enrich our souls with strength, resilience, and wisdom. Chosen one, how are you using your experiences to grow? Perhaps it's time to learn something new, start a project you've been putting off, or deepen your spiritual connection. Each small step signals to the universe that you're ready to be reborn. However, true rebirth requires fully embracing the process. It's like the phoenix. It rises stronger only because it first allowed everything to be consumed. What are you ready to let burn? This decision is yours, and it will determine how high you can soar. Because in the end, the chosen are not defined by what they've lost but by what they've decided to build from the ashes. And now, chosen one, look at the flames life has placed in your path, not as an end but as a beginning. For fire, though devastating, is also an agent of purification and transformation. It doesn't come to destroy who you are but to reveal the strongest parts of you. Just as gold is refined by heat, the chosen are shaped by the challenges they face. This is no coincidence, it's a calling. The fire in your life has a purpose. Every difficulty that seemed insurmountable was there to teach you something. The question is, are you willing to learn? Because on the other side of fear lies strength. On the other side of loss lies rebirth. And on the other side of the ashes lies your purest essence, ready to shine like never before. This is the moment to transform pain into purpose. Think of the phoenix, which grows stronger with each cycle of destruction and rebirth. It doesn't fear the ashes because it knows they are the prelude to something extraordinary. Chosen one, you have this same power. What you've been through does not define you. What you choose to do from this moment forward does. God has given you the tools to transcend any obstacle, but the choice to use them is yours. And the most incredible part? This transformation isn't just about you. When you rise from the ashes, your light becomes a beacon for others still caught in the chaos. Your story of overcoming can be the inspiration someone needs to find their own path. Chosen one, understand this. The universe doesn't make mistakes. The fire in your life was placed there so you could shine brighter and fulfill the purpose that only you can achieve. Now I ask you, what is waiting to be transformed? What needs to be left behind so you can be reborn? Choose today to become the force that the flames cannot consume. Because, chosen one, the world needs your light, and it's time to let it illuminate everything around you. Chosen one, you've made it here for a reason. It's no coincidence that you watched this video, heard this message, and felt this calling. The wildfires in Los Angeles remind us that fire, while seemingly devastating, is often the beginning of something extraordinary. And in your life the same is true. The challenges you've faced, and may still be facing, are divine tools shaping you into who you were created to be. Now is the time to act. Reflect on your life today. What needs to be left behind? What belief, fear, or habit is holding you back? And most importantly, what can you start doing now to take the first steps toward transformation? Perhaps it's setting aside daily time for prayer and reflection, starting to plan a dream you once thought impossible, or inspiring someone with your story. The decision is yours, and it's the starting point for something incredible. But I want to challenge you. Share in the comments what you're ready to transform. Don't be afraid to declare to the universe what you want to change. Writing it down is a powerful act that brings clarity and commitment. And remember, your story might be the spark someone else needs to begin their own journey of rebirth. If this message resonated with you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every interaction you make helps spread this message to other chosen ones who need to hear it. Together, we can create a community that shines brighter than any darkness. Chosen one, remember, you weren't called to live an ordinary life. You were called to shine. Until the next video, May your journey of transformation continue to illuminate everything around you.